Hello and welcome to Roll Initiative. My name is Dave, I'm the DM. It's where we get together a group of friends, have snacks, cocktails, and play D&D. Have a great time doing it. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Okay, so we'll do a little recap before we start. You guys have left Waterdeep after being approached by Dr. Earnhardt France to retrieve a book that Celine Rawrim of Mirabar holds. This was a quest that you were to steal it without being caught. It was made very clear to you that if you are caught, neither the doctor nor the LOA know anything about it, and will back up Celine's proper punishment for the theft. You guys left Waterdeep, headed north. You stopped in a town. You found it mainly to be dwarven populated. After questioning some of the miners there, they spoke of a place where their mining is done very deep underground. Staying more than a week could drive somebody mad. You found a name, they give it as the Underdark. You stayed there overnight, continued to travel on until you hit the town of Mirabar. Upon approaching, you handed over the delivery papers and made your way into this town. First thing you noticed, 95% human and very well dressed. The town itself was pristine. Structures, everything clean, very well built, a lot of money is what you felt. Rowan, you decided to not only change your appearance, but perhaps pick up better clothes for others in the party, where you met Doris, who mentioned to you about the Feast of the Moon. You proceeded to buy a purple suit for Rufus, and
Much obliged for that one.
a bright yellow dress for Leah.
Nothing for your friend.
You guys,
They didn't have any in fairy size.
you guys made your way to the keep, where again the grounds were just beautiful. You also noticed that it wasn't real guard heavy. What you're used to seeing. There was 2 guards at the main gate. To make the delivery at the main door, 2 more guards. You were then approached by Celine himself, the man of the hour, very flamboyant. About 6'3", black hair, pulled back braid, goes down almost to his hips. Very flamboyantly dressed, and very welcoming. You guys made your delivery where it was brought up that Leah is an entertainer, which sparked his interest. He had you play a tune for him and decided you would be a perfect fit for entertainment for the Feast of the Moon. Still a little apprehensive on the rest of the team, he was given the best ale in all of Favor. It was drawn in by the great taste of it. He also took a liking to Kari, so much so that he lent her a dress for the Feast of the Moon, a dress made of
Feathers.
all different exotic bird feathers. You guys made your way to the Hendricks, the major inn in town, where you got a room, scheduled a carriage for the night to take you to the ball, and met
Dun dun
a
dun.
girl behind the counter who seemed to have a bitter side with the whole Celine thing. Later finding out that this is actually Celine's daughter, that he pretty much has nothing to do with. You guys made your way to the ball, entered in, packed with all different aristocrats from all over Faerun, had some food, and also met a lady by the name of Hyza, who brings this rare liquor from the island of Chult. You guys made your way in. There you began to entertain the crowd. Some of you dabbled with this liquor, some of you didn't. You saw that Celine had a great liking of this. During your show, you levitated everybody, brought them up in the air as Oriana casted dancing lights around this place. Meanwhile, while that was going on, you proceeded to get Celine even more intoxicated to the point where he vomited on himself twice and passed out on the ground.
Oh yeah.
actually in the air until he was lowered. Rowan, you made your way into the hallway floating. Once you guys searched the distance, you just kind of fell straight on the ground, but you are in the hallway. Oriana, you followed him. Kari, you made your way, but you didn't feel well. You made your way into the main area of the home where you met Conrad and advised him you think Celine might need some help back to his room.
Yeah.
So the show has ended. People are mingling, and we'll pick up from there. Mind you, Celine, now you're standing over him, you're all on the ground, and he's just vomiting all over, just out.
So am I kind of waiting for Conrad to help me take him to his room, or should I just go ahead and...
Yes. Now you guys make your way down the hallway towards back into the main ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Now
follow
you
him.
guys are in the hallway.
Okay.
So as you guys are approaching, you see Rowan
Mm-hmm.
and Oriana kind of fluttering there. You're still in the main ballroom at this point, right? With Rufus. You guys kind of are crossing each other's paths at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to help you.
So
Can we investigate? Start walking down the hallway looking for this book.
Yeah. So you want to kind of walk. So you walk past each other because Kari and Conrad are walking towards you right now. You're walking away. So they're walking towards the ballroom. You guys are walking back to the main part of the house. So you kind of pass each other.
Okay.
I'm gonna ignore his existence and just keep following with
And you
Conrad.
notice as walk by Conrad kind of, can I help you with something, sir?
Can I put on like one of the disguise kits that look like one of the guards in the place?
Not this close up,
Okay.
but he's inquisitive. Oh, basic.
Sure.
Conrad, Celine is very, very ill. Shouldn't we hurry? Vomit everywhere.
So
Yep. Oh dear God.
Give me an inspiration.
I would love one. Persuasion. Oh yes, I do. D8. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on. 26, 27.
All right. Good.
Oh.
he kind of looks at you and goes, yes, you're right. Master Celine, it's my
Yeah.
first attention.
I'm so sorry.
There's still food in the area if that's what you're looking for, sir.
Oh yes, thank you.
And so you guys make your way in. So we're going to do you two first.
Okay.
So you guys, meanwhile, are back in the ball. Okay, so
Can we start
We'll
just
go
poking around, looking in different
Yeah,
rooms
go
for
into
this,
the
this
first
book?
room with
Looking
the
for
first-
a library or a study?
okay, so what you do is you come down the long hallway,
Uh-huh.
leads you back into the kitchen area, or the dining area. I'm sorry. You see a few stragglers still in there eating, eating very like they have munchies. Real fast.
Mhm.
You can see that these people are messed up. They're just chowing. You see one that's kind of in the corner, just passed out. You make your way out of the kitchen, and that's when you come to the main living area where you have that staircase that goes upwards.
Okay.
That very large staircase that goes upwards. You don't see a lot. Again, you see two people passed out on the couch in there. No guards at this point that you see around here.
Well, let's walk up the stairs.
So you make your way up.
Disguise yourself now.
You make your way up to the top,
Good.
and it's a very large, almost a balcony. As you get to the top of the stairs, very large hallways. You can see from your vantage point a hallway that heads east, one that heads west. You also can see far down because it's very well lit. Lanterns hanging, very no obstructions. You can see where the hallway ends, probably about 70 feet in front of you. You can also see what appears to be two rooms that sit at the very end of this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Another room that sits here, and then the hallway. The hallways.
Is there like a little quick bathroom to step in off to the side?
Doors are closed. There is a door on this hallway right there. A room like from here to where that wall is. Very short hallway where the door's there.
Can I walk up and check that door, see if it's locked?
Not locked.
All right. Can I open the door?
Yeah. So you just open it.
Yep.
All right. So you open it, and what you see is looks like a maid's quarters. No one's in it right now. You see a small bed and one dresser. And a mirror that sits on top of the dresser, like almost a vanity type thing there.
Can I quickly duck in and just use my disguise kit and make myself look like one of the guards of the house?
Yeah. You want to change your armor to look like what theirs was?
Yeah, like with the staff, like the guard
Okay,
staff.
and you want to do something with your face. Look different than what you look.
Can I do that? Do I
Yeah,
have that
with the
ability?
disguise kit, yeah.
Yeah,
Your
sure.
armor automatically does.
I just want to look like one of the guards that's on staff.
Give me a dex check.
All right.
Just straight dex.
Straight dex. Dex is that one plus 4. What's the dot? We're 6 now?
20 and you're proficient.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
9 plus 4 is 13.
13?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you mess with it. You spend about 20 minutes or so trying to get it. The lighting, you're just having a little bit of issues. You do it good enough to where, from a distance, up to 10 feet away, you'll be fine.
Okay.
People get closer, they might notice the makeup.
Rowan, would you like to go to the hallway to the west, and I'll go to the east?
Sure.
And check out the.
Let's do it. So we'll
area?
we'll peek out the door, make sure the coast is clear, and try to head down the hallway. Okay, and then I guess she's going east and I'm going west.
Okay, well, this was the east one with the room. So now you just have one that goes this way and one that goes
Okay.
all the way north.
Well then.
All right, you want to go north and I'll go west?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so you first. So you head down this hallway. You come up to a room that's sitting a door right here, probably about 15 feet into the hallway. You can also see another door that sits about 20 feet away on the opposite side. So that door here, there's a door there. You see two rooms. That's it. You don't know what's in the rooms, but there's two closed doors. Okay. No. Yeah. So you kind of open it and you look, and it looks like it's a separate bathing room. Big tub that sits in there. You see linens. You got one more. Do you want to hit the other door? Okay. So you go down to the end of the hallway. Not locked.
Turn the knob and peek in to see if I can see what's in there.
It looks like another guest room of some sort. A bed, two dressers. Very plain.
Okay, then I'll just make this little earpiece and I'll say, hey, it looks like a couple bathrooms down here. Do you find anything up north?
Now, you're heading, for you, Ariana, as you're heading down, there's a door here, about 20 feet in, and then you can see where there's doors that almost seem to be adjacent across from each other. A room here, a room here. So you got 3 rooms.
Well, I'll go to the first room and fly through the keyhole.
Okay. You fly through. Storage. Nothing exciting. Stacks of linens. You also see what appears to be, in those days, a sewing mannequin, like a body there, and you can see there's some silks hanging across it, pinned. That's it.
Okay, I'll leave.
Okay. You gonna head down to the last ones?
Go down to the last rooms.
Okay, so you got one on this side, one on this side. Which one
Go
you
to
go
the
first?
right.
Left?
First.
Right, okay. You go to fly through this, and it's a lock. You can't get through it.
I'll just call for Rowan over the earpiece. Rowan, this one's locked.
All right, and I just
Can you come down here?
walk casually back down the hall to meet her over on the north side.
Okay. So you come to where there's doors adjacent from each other.
Huh.
She's on the right hand one. It is locked.
Cool. Have you tried the other one that's left?
I didn't.
You did?
No, I did not.
Didn't? You want to see if that one's able
I'll
to
go
fly
over
through?
to the other one then.
That one also locked.
Okay. They're both locked. What can you do?
All right. Well, I guess I get out my lock picking tools and try to pick the first door's lock.
So the one you checked first.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a. Are you just straight on trying to lock it? You checking or just unlock it?
I guess checking for any booby traps, but
Give me perception.
unlocking perception. Just regular plus 4. All right. 16.
Definitely trapped.
Okay.
Appears to be. As you kind of examine around, you can see that there's blades that are enlaced in this wall that just come out.
Okay, let's check the other one then.
Okay, you check the other one. Give me a perception.
11.
Yeah, no trap. Just locked.
Let's try to pick the untrapped one first and see what we find.
Okay, we're gonna leave you guys there. So you guys, the ballroom, you're standing over him, passed out. You watch as Kari enters, and you see this too, Leah, as Kari enters with that scrawny little blonde-haired guy. Kind of walk in, you can see and passed out on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can see as Conrad also sees him, he just like he's had it
Yeah.
all the time, every day. Every day. And by the way, that's the ugliest chest I've ever seen. No.
You're not wrong. I'm so sorry that you go so unappreciated.
Anybody in this company does.
I could
Sure.
tell.
Shall we try to get him out of here?
You want me to shoulder him?
Whatever we have to do. So they approach you. You see it happen. You're about 10 feet from Rufus, so you see all this going on. As you guys are kind of all just standing around his passed out body.
Okay,
Does
I'm
everybody
gonna
run to the
go
party?
up to Rufus.
Oh.
And
Hey, Kari's there, Conrad's there, Rufus. So there's.
so I'm gonna walk up to them and ask if they need any help with anything. It looks like you guys need some help trying to get him upstairs. If you need anything, just let me know.
I think Kari and Conrad can get Celine up to his room if you'll just help me clean some of this up.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
No problem. And I'll
So yeah, basically,
fireman
Conrad just
carry him.
basically helps kind of helps push him right over your shoulder.
Yeah.
You got it.
I have fireman carry.
Conrad just watch you guys proceed to make your way back towards the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys are in the ball. What are you guys doing?
Okay. You're having some interesting stuff going on upstairs.
Yeah, we're just looking. But we
Was
could
there
maybe-
any other? You guys checked both ends too, right?
We're
Got
on the,
narrowed down.
we're
to,
on
like,
the, yeah,
one
we're on the
side?
second end.
I'm gonna radio.
Yes.
I'm gonna radio.
But we can use a distraction
Rowan.
and keep everybody
I'm
occupied.
gonna radio Rowan. Hey Rowan, what you got going on up there?
Kari and I are looking at the locks.
Ooh,
Oriana.
Leah, ask them if on their way up if they notice any bedrooms that might be of Celine's.
Did you see
Because
any
they're going to be taking him to
bedrooms
his
or
room.
anything?
Mostly like maid quarters and support staff's rooms so far.
Because Kari is on her way up with Celine and
They
Conrad to put Celine to bed. So you might want to be on the lookout
Stand by.
for possible.
Do we know for a fact there is any other staircases?
Only circus.
The only staircase.
The only staircase.
That's
Okay.
the stairs.
So they're probably coming right at you.
Okay.
There's no other staircases here, so they're
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, you might want to dip.
So
Yeah.
I'll just
Okay.
jump. I'll
I
just
wanna-
jump into
so
his
back to
pocket
you.
then. And
Yeah,
have-
can we try to pick
You're
that
picking
lock?
that
That's
lock.
not,
Yep.
not-
Give me the and you get the plus. Your sleight of hand gloves.
Now I can hear all this.
You can hear. Yes. Them talking
And-
to each other.
As we're approaching the stairs.
You guys are still making your way down the hallway,
Okay.
so they got a little bit of time. They got about,
I'm really gonna milk it for
Okay.
time as
so
best
you're
I
moving
can.
slow as you can. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that will up it. Yeah.
God, he's a lot sturdier than he looks.
Whatever.
So what do I roll for the
20 and a 6, and you add your plus 5 with your gloves to it.
15.
Takes you about a minute messing with it. Clicks open. You open it?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you open this door, for a second you just like kind of have to close it back for a second. You go, are you? And you open it again, and it is the most gaudiest bedroom you've ever seen. I mean,
Must be Slim's bedroom.
different silks laid over this. His bed has this canopy over the top of it with these different types of bird feathers and silks and stuff just hanging around it. And everything is just so over the top.
Yeah.
You see this where they've actually, like in these times, the closet is like the size of this room, just filled with different clothing. You see two beautiful long wood dressers, a full-length mirror. I mean, just over the top. So this is definitely Slim's room.
Can we pull the door shut and relock it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I say we head down to the other hallway and hide out one of those other rooms until they get him back into his room.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me stealth. 'Cause
But
you're
I
now
hid
making
in
your way
his. I
upstairs.
hid in his pocket though.
Okay, so you're in, okay. So you're fine. I see stealth from you. Right now, you guys are making your way up the stairs.
Okay. Oof. Oof.
It's 5.
5.
Oh. What?
Oh, I guess 9 with when I add my 4, but 9.
Oh dear God.
Okay. So right as you guys almost get to the top, you guys manage to get around the corner and head down towards where the east hallway. I'm sorry, the longer hallway. As you guys pass, you notice him, but Conrad doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to make sure you don't drop him. You can see Rowan go down that hallway.
Yeah.
And kind of like trying to hide out down there as you're going straight down to the end, to the room.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as you get to the room, Conrad, out of his pouch, takes 2 keys. Puts a key in there,
Do the
Opens the
keys
door.
look different?
give me a perception.
I can do that. I'm good at that.
I'll give you inspiration on it.
I don't need it, but thank you. Save it.
Okay.
Should have taken it.
I don't need it. Thank you.
13.
You catch a quick glance. You seem to think the end cutting is slightly different, but
Okay.
you can't be positive of it.
All right.
So he opens up this door, and you do the same thing. You just see this room, you're like, oh my god. And all the bird feathers, you just see this hanging over the top of his canopy.
The poor
So you got him
birds.
over your shoulder.
Yeah. I'll.
Throw him on the bed.
And as you
Yeah.
kind of bounce out, he goes, his eyes off a little bit. Where am I?
You're in your room.
Why? Oh.
That's
He looks and sees his own.
why. Why don't you sleep it off?
I think I'd rather change and can't leave my guests unattended to.
Most have left. It's quite quiet downstairs. Why don't you rest?
Give me some kind of throw.
Uh,
Persuade him? What do you got?
some kind of.
I don't know if you want to intimidate him or persuade him, but
What
hearing
is
some of this
All right,
going
what is
on.
Conrad doing?
he's just kind of looking,
Spell in that thing,
just
right?
amazed that you're even challenging this guy.
Spell?
You can see he's kind of enjoying it a little bit.
Oh, good, good,
Enjoy.
good.
Use that thing already for the
Use the thing already for the levitation.
Conrad,
I
darling,
have to wait
does
till the
he
next
have anything
day.
that helps him rest?
Yeah, the same shit he's been drinking all night.
Oh, there's a bottle of it there.
No, but perhaps I can run back and get some.
Run.
I do
And he
have.
kind of exits the room.
Little orcish
So
oomph
now it's
behind
you
that.
Did you leave his
Yes.
keys behind?
So what'd you
Did
roll
you leave
for
those
your-
I
keys
haven't
behind?
rolled yet. All right. Oh, hey, 18.
He looks at you for he goes, perhaps I'll just rest for a little while. Or he kind of just, would you be a darling and grab me one of my robes so I could get this
Oh,
mess off of me?
absolutely. Do you have a
And-
preference?
They're all beautiful, doesn't it?
They certainly are. I'll walk over and pick the softest looking
They're all
thing I can
beautiful.
grab
with him.
and present it
He
to
kind of
him.
like, if you don't mind, my fingers and flesh don't touch things like this. I will need you to remove this shirt for me, please.
And you think mine do?
Please.
Did ask nicely. Oh.
And your finger tries slopping in this. It's just kind of gross as you're doing
You're
it.
like, oh.
Take it on.
What else?
Do I
you could
notice
dispose of
a
that.
warm cloth or rag or anything anywhere? Like
Wasn't
a.
helpful.
Like a-
He has a baby set right in his room. So
I'll go and rinse and hand him a towel to dry off with or to dampen off with.
I do not try myself.
Would you like me to?
Well, of course.
Oh,
Where's Conrad?
He's coming back down to get more liquor.
and
Yeah.
I'll clean his little chin,
Oh,
wipe down his little chest.
I'll pretend to be
and-
cleaning up puke.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Although I've had better.
Pretend to be
He
clean.
kind of just puts on his robe.
I've never had to clean off a grown man before.
I pity you.
I'm gonna wait.
He kind
till
of
he
just
asks
lays
me.
back in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where you're at.
All right.
You guys are down the other end of the hallway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When Conrad left, he did leave the door open.
Mhm.
Not just unlocked, but the door is open.
Wide
to the
open.
bedroom. Wide open. You guys are at the other end of the hallway. You tour down the ball. What do you want to do?
Alright. I want to duck out before Conrad gets in here, because he's not in there yet, right? I want to duck out into the hallway before he comes in the door, cast invisibility on myself, because they have already radioed that he has the key,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Somebody's
guys
already...
hear
You
this
you
one.
would have heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Then he has
step
the key.
out of the ballroom.
right.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast invisibility
You
on
do anything
myself.
with-
Yep, I'm cleaning up puke.
I want to cast invisibility
Maybe
on
I found a
myself,
mop.
and I want to try to
That might be better.
Pocket the key.
pickpocket the key.
Okay, so you cast the invisibility. Right as you exit, you just disappear. As you're walking, does invisibility? I'm sure it gives you advantage. My phone is dead. Advantage on stealth. I would think it would. It makes sense, but.
Creature you touch, spell ends. Anything target is wearing, carrying invisibility as long as
So you're just invisible.
target. The spell ends for a turn. Yeah, okay.
So I'm assuming that probably be a
anything,
call I would choose to make, and I'm going to make that call because you're not trying to necessarily attack. But do give me a stealth check because invisible, but you can still hear footsteps possibly somewhere.
yeah.
Sure.
And you can roll 2 20s with it.
Do I? Why?
Advantage. You're invisible. Yeah, for stealth.
So the better of the two.
I'll just add your dexterity to it.
17.
17, 21.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, yeah.
So
Oh, I get to add my dexterity?
No,
Okay.
no. Stealth is your.
you add your dexterity.
Dexterity is
Yeah.
4.
Stealth, yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
how you
but
get
still. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Okay, you
So-
confused me.
You're fine. You're quiet as hell. You see as Conrad kind of comes around the corner, just talking to himself. Tired of him. Tired of him. Tired of him. He just stops for a second. Just kind of leans back against the wall before he just like freezes up. You watch. This dude is just like going through mental anguish. He's just breakdown time. You actually see him start to just sob as he's. I told him
I feel so bad for him.
I'd rather just be with my sister. She could be here doing this. I could be running that goddamn hotel. No. As he just rubbing his eyes.
Oh, God, Conrad's his son. Jesus Christ.
So you see him doing this,
Like
and he is
Jesus.
So what you want to do?
So I want to try to pick the key out of his pocket.
You see, it's got a little clip that's just kind of hanging there on his thing. Key
Okay.
there. You see 2 keys. And yeah, this is going to be Dex. This is just going to be a straight Dex because you don't have sleight of hand. or anything like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't have proficiency in it.
You don't have proficiency in sleight of hand, do you?
I don't, but
Okay.
I'm proficient in dexterity.
And those are your
For
saving
saving
throws.
Yeah.
That's saving
That's okay.
throws.
Yeah.
Let's give
Okay.
you an inspiration for
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
So give me a 20
And an 8.
And then
and
an
an
8,
8,
right?
and you get to add your +4 and your
I'll do
dexterity
it
to
because I
it.
have 8.
Okay.
Okay.
So 8, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. $17.
So
Thank you.
you get like right in front of him as you're hearing him just banter on and banter on it, banter on it. And you just very easily you grab the little hook. And as you grab it, you watch as it turns invisible with you. And he just doesn't see your nose. He's in such a fit. So you now have the keys, and he is you watch as he turns around and kicks the wall one last time, and he's ow, and he kind of his foot and get it together. And he starts to make his way back down into the ballroom. So you are now in the
Okay.
hallway.
Alright, so I'm going to radio Rufus, all of you guys, and say, I have the key. I'm on my way up to the rooms.
All right, well,
Rufus,
come
keep him distracted as long as possible so he does not know the key is missing and he does not come back upstairs.
Got it.
Okay, thanks. And I'm off.
So you watch as Conrad walks in, the ball kind of just looking a hot mess, man. His hair's like sticking up down all different ways. He just looks crazy. His eyes are all red around here, just different nose as he walks. He looks over at you. What are you doing?
Cleaning up the mess.
We have help for that.
I don't see anybody.
Get someone right away. You're a guest. You know.
All right, see you later.
And he kind of like
What if you let me get me?
makes his way to the bar.
I'm going to the bar.
I see you walk with him. I gotta get some. Have you had any of that liquor? The mysterious chalt liquor.
It's pretty good.
So she goes, you know, you're right, it is. You know, I'm gonna take a little second for me here. Give me a shot. He takes a shot. You have one with me.
I'll join you.
Now keep in mind you're looking at about like 120-pound little guy who's determined. Give me a con saving throw.
18.
You drink it like a pro. You see, he takes it down. He goes.
You're right there, buddy.
Yeah. How about one more? Another one.
Usually makes it better.
Okay, con saving throw.
16.
Still a little queasy on the second one, but you get it down. You watch as he drinks the second one. He doesn't get it down. The minute he even gets into his mouth, he just gets sick all over himself, all over the bar right there. He just kind of drops and he goes, "I'm not good at anything. I can't even fucking drink right." I'm just, I need a minute.
Would you
what?
like to get some air?
No, you know what? The bartender gives him a jug of this stuff. You like to help out. You take that back up to that son bitch. I don't want to see him.
Sure.
And you tell him his son is gone.
It'll be my pleasure.
And you watch as Conrad just stomps out of there.
You have a good
kind
night
of
now,
walking
Conrad.
to the side.
Bye-bye.
He walks to the side a little bit, like off, and kind of bumps to the wall. And he like straightens himself out. And he gets to the hallway. He has to sit there for a second. He goes. He starts pushing himself forward down the hallway, and you make your way out too.
I will radio the team and let them know. All right, Conrad's out of the picture. We're in the clear. Operation Jack the Book commence.
Okay. So you kind of follow. You keep your distance a little bit from him as he's kind of bouncing off, making his way out. You watch him though. That living room area, he goes right out the front door.
Okay.
The guards even kind of look at him like, what? He just throws his hands up and just keeps walking down that back. Doors close. You notice though, as the guards see him, they kind of look in your direction for a moment. Anything we can help you with, sir?
Nope. Doing fine. Just take another swig.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit! Rufus!
You were not.
Out of the jug.
20.
Natural?
No.
Oh, 20? Okay. You chug it. You see as they all kind of look at you and go,
This is a party, isn't it?
oh, okay, sir. If you need anything, let us know. We're right outside the front door, okay?
Thank you, sir.
They kind of pull the two doors back. You head upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make the top of the stairs. You are still in the room with
Yes.
good old Celine, who is going in and out of being really cruel at times to like passing out and just being rude. Like he looks at you one time and says, "Why are you still here?"
I'm just trying to make sure you're okay and secure your liquor for you. I'm waiting for Conrad to return. Do you have any idea why he's taking so long?
Because he's dumb.
He's dumb. Oh, I pity his father.
First of all, that's really none of your business. And that he is dumb. In fact, he's a dumb ass. How does that suit you? He kind of just puts his head back again. You guys, okay?
I'm going to. Well, you seem perfectly comfortable. I'm gonna.
Can you not see I'm trying to rest? Why is it every time I close my eyes, you insist on talking?
Very quietly step out and close the door behind me.
You're at the door with the liquor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're invisible, making your way upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't I beat him there though?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're invisible, so you're kind of looking around to see what's going on.
I walked right past you. I didn't see you.
You see Rowan and Oriana into that hallway
Hiding.
while you're
Okay.
invisible. They can't see you, but you can see them. So you want to head down towards them?
Yep.
Okay, so you can end that anytime you want to. You can stay invisible. You can.
I'm gonna stay
Keep
invisible.
it on.
Okay.
Just come on the radio.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let everybody know. Hey, am I up to the door now? Okay.
You're right with them.
Yeah, just
Okay.
They're on the other
All
part of the
right.
hallway.
So
they
I'm
don't
gonna
become
I'm gonna radio Rufus real quick and say, Rufus, because you're outside the door, right, with the liquor. You go inside and keep Celine
She's going
busy.
inside.
I've closed the door, but I'm standing put. I'm staying in front of the door in case he decides he wants to come out. Give me the liquor. I will stay here. We'll
go get the
and
book.
Okay, all
Go
right,
get the book.
all right,
I
cool.
want out of
Let's
here.
do
I don't
it.
want
So
the stress.
the door is closed. All right, so I walk up. I become uninvisible.
Okay.
Visible. Duh.
Yeah, you become visible.
I become visible.
And
And I shake the key at everybody, going,
All right.
okay.
Do you know where the other door is that needs the key? You
Right
do?
across the hall.
It's right
across the hall.
Across the hall from his
Well, let's
room.
go.
Yeah.
so
So you're gonna.
I'm actually going to hand it to Rowan. Rowan?
All right, let's go down the
To be
hallway,
honest.
and then
Oh, is this the trap door?
That's
Yeah.
the
Trap door.
Yes.
But you need the key. If
Yeah,
you don't,
he will
if you-
disengage you.
Yeah, the key will disengage.
But the other guy's still hanging out in his room and is waiting on his alcohol.
Yeah, he's right across now.
Well, she's got it. So
I've got
she
it.
comes
I've got
out
it
the door to
under
look for it.
control.
Here you go.
So why don't we send you in to give him a shot of alcohol?
I'm not opening this door unless I hear him stirring. He is an ass. Get
Basically, we're
the book.
clear.
Get the book and
Where's
get out.
my alcohol?
That's my cue.
All right, so
Okay.
you go in and give him a shot, and we'll try to unlock
Okay.
the door at the same
Alright.
time while he's distracted.
I'll open the door and close it again behind me. Can I feel a lock on my side?
Huh?
I'm gonna lock it.
Okay.
Here you go, sir.
Todd, where's that little dumb one?
I believe he stayed downstairs.
He takes it, he drinks it down. You see, you would think of, he's like, hi. Very good. Very
Good.
good. Doesn't seem to have a reaction to this.
Excellent.
Great.
Excellent.
So you unlock the door.
Yeah.
Open it. Beautiful study. You see this a huge marble desk that sits off in the corner. Two tall, look like cabinets of some sort, and just really decked out in decorations. We really just, but that's the main things. Two cabinets, big marble desk.
All right. Well, can we start poking around the desk to see if we can find any the book or any trapdoors in the desk?
So you come around to the front of the desk. You notice there's one main big drawer that pulls out here. And to the side, there's two more.
Okay.
Which one you want to try?
The two to the side.
To the side.
Locked. Both. Well, I'll try to pick the lock.
Well, what about the keys? Any of the keys work on that?
Hmm.
Okay.
Possibly.
Well, good idea. We'll check and see if either of the keys that on the ring unlock the desk drawer.
Yes, they do. Same key that does the door, does the locks on that.
Can't imagine Celine sitting there doing that every time.
So you want to open the top one? First?
Yeah, the top one first.
So you pull this drawer out. You see a small wooden box that sits in there. You also see what looks like writings of some sort. Maybe daily notes that he keeps written on this parchment.
Okay.
That's it.
Can I just close that drawer and open the bottom one on that same side?
Bottom one, you see three wooden boxes, each about that big, kind of sitting there.
Can I pull the wooden boxes out, set them on the table,
Mhm.
and look at them? Are they locked?
Every one of them's locked.
Does the key for the door work on the wooden boxes?
Nope.
Not on any three of them?
They don't look book size though, huh? Either.
No. They look like something you would keep things in, but definitely not a book size.
All right, then I'll take those three boxes and put it back in the drawer and close it the same way I opened it.
Okay. So you kind of
Yeah, and lock them both up.
okay. Meanwhile, I think I'm ready to exit this room and get back into that party.
I think that's a
And you
special.
just start standing up.
Wait! I have something I'd like to show you, and it's nothing offensive.
Why do I get the impression you don't want me to leave this room?
Oh no, I absolutely would love to accompany you downstairs, but first, I am afraid that I don't want to leave with your dress. So I was hoping do you have a screen in here that I could change? I want to show you something interesting with these feathers. Please allow me.
No, there's no screen in here.
And I'll just have to do it right here. And I will pull the dress down, and as I'm allowing it to fall, I'm going to cast Conjure Animals and create 8 small hummingbirds just to fly around him and entertain him. And I'm assuming I've got like at least a breastband
Right.
and whatnot on.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
You're assuming.
Well, I am an orc. Performance is fuck. Not good. Okay. Inspiration? Yeah, bless you. Thank you. Oh, hey!
Got a natural 20.
No, I wish. 22.
Nice.
You see, he kind of looks at him for a moment. Then what am I supposed to get from this?
I just thought it'd be enjoyable. I'm sorry. My simple mind could only enjoy so much, so I thought I could share it with you.
He kind of just stands up, starts to walk back towards where he has his clothes.
Okay.
Takes a robe, grabs a shirt, starts putting it on.
Well, that is a
Turns it up.
lovely colored shirt that you're putting on. I think that goes lovely with your eyes.
Well, why don't you put the dress back on and you can escort me back to the party?
Do you mind if I switch back into my own clothes? I don't want to leave with your dress.
Well, I don't know if you have your own clothes with you.
Oh shit, no, I wouldn't. All right. Do you have anything simpler, maybe? That's not
Itchy.
so extravagant.
I suppose.
Thank you.
He walks into back, far into his clouds, kind of pushing through things. He goes, perfect.
Oh.
As he steps toward you,
Uh-huh.
you see this is a dress that looks like it's made of bear and raccoon fur.
Huh. Okay. I'm okay
Tails
with
are kind
that.
of just hanging out in
I'm
different odd
actually-
areas.
I'm okay with that. Okay. All right, we're good. Thank you. This is absolutely exquisite. And I'll put it on and
And you notice that you put like the tails are sticking out in these
Uh-huh.
weird spots everywhere. I like your tails.
all right, shall we continue downstairs together then?
Yes.
I'm assuming everybody's hearing this.
Yeah.
And you guys,
The
are you all
door
in the
is-
study?
So we were just,
But the
we're all in
door
the
is
study. And we're gonna
closed. Okay.
close,
Oh, good.
make sure the door is
Good.
closed and locked, so,
So
it looks
he-
like nothing.
Exits his room with you,
Yes.
holding that jug.
Yes.
Well, let's do this.
All right.
You guys make your way down and back downstairs. You guys are in the study.
All right.
Now,
well, I wanna-
now I feel like there's too many of us
Yeah,
in here, and
well,
it's
I mean-
suspicious.
well,
Rufus.
I could head back down.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're definitely gonna have to keep him distracted. I'm sorry to put that on you.
You know, I know Rufus was just devastated when you fell
Was he now?
ill. Yes, terribly.
Well, I'll have to,
Devastated.
thank him for his concern.
Absolutely.
Is there a way to get down there faster than these two? If Rufus left now, is there a way for him to
Maybe
beat them
maybe there's
downstairs?
a laundry
Is
chute.
there a window?
Oh.
There's like a dumb waiter.
If there's a window, I can pretty much walk right down with the spider stuff
Yes,
and just
you
go
can.
right to the
Yeah.
front door again.
Do you have your spider stuff on because of the suit?
I don't know.
They're just boots, right?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, they are just
Spider-Man
boots.
They're boots.
They're
Yeah.
boots.
So you kept
So
the same
you have
boots.
them
Yep.
on.
So you
Yeah,
have one.
slippers.
Yep. Okay.
Slippers.
Slippers.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to exit the window from the
Study?
study?
Study. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk down in a hurried pace.
Mhm.
I'm trying to look out for the guards and be quiet and stealthy.
Maybe you can sneak back in a lower level window back into the
Okay,
bar
yeah, if there's
area.
another window.
So you make your way out of the study downwards. You do see another window that looks into the living area. So you're like on the side of this place now. Right around here is where the front door is, where the two guards are. So you do see a window.
I want
The
to try to
door's
get through
closed.
that window.
Okay, give me a dex check. Just straight dex.
I'll give you my last inspiration.
Okay, 16.
Okay. Yeah, you manage. These aren't like complicated
Person
spots.
roll.
Just kind of jimmying it quietly. You're able to get that window to kind of open up where you can step back in to the living area. Now, as you kind of peek in, you know, you kind of got a small table right here that sits along that window. A couple statues sitting on it. So you want to be careful. So give me another dex check.
19.
So you step through it, and you see one of the statues kind of wave a little bit when your foot touches the pressure of that table, and it just doesn't fall. You get down. You can hear Kari and Celine talking as they're coming down the stairs. So you can hear them. Voices are coming.
Alright, so I'll kind of scurry into the ball area.
Okay, give me stealth. You pass them because you're running right past the staircase.
That's good. 24.
Yeah. You sit by and you can kind of see, again, you kind of catch him a little bit.
Yeah.
And his focus is all talking about him
Oh,
to you
of
as you're
course,
walking
of
down.
course.
You make it down, so yeah, you're going to be fine. You'll make it to the ball area before they do. The three of you are still in the study.
All right, can I send Oriana and Leia to start looking around, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
you
for
guys
that.
can tell me wherever you want to look.
Oh.
This room,
You open both the doors.
I did both drawers on one side. There's a big one on the other side to go for.
just to give you guys a better visual representation of it. Let's be perfectly there. We're not going to require miniatures to provide. I'm just giving you an idea. So, this is the doorway, of course, and it's just a room rectangular shape.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm broken.
What broke?
Oh
The glue will fix that.
Oh, I can read. That's no problem. I can take
no.
that
No,
out.
no, super.
This is the door.
Uh huh.
Big desk here. 2 large shelves in each corner. And you notice along this wall too appears to be bookshelf. A lot of different books in this shelf.
I'll fly around the bookshelf and look at stuff.
You want to check the 2 big things on the
Because
side?
I can't open things because
Right.
obviously I'm not.
And I'm gonna check the
strong
last.
enough at that size to open. What did you find?
Tired of this game. We're playing Find the Book.
What'd you get?
All right. So I'm in the room. I want to cast Detect Magic.
It's the book. The book's
The
magic.
book's
right?
magical, right?
Okay. I do my phone.
Oh,
The
here.
battery's just dead
Here.
on it.
No, here.
For tonight, just read to me. My phone battery just is not.
The spell can permeate most barriers.
From
But
30
is
feet.
blocked by 1. Yeah,
It's blocked by what?
3 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, where's the 30 feet?
On the top.
30 feet.
Detect.
Oh, yeah, within 30 feet of you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you stand as you center yourself in this room. You kind of
Just like stand right here. You can get the desk and these 2 things. you
and
want.
Yeah.
you feel magic coming from here,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing there. Just a wall.
Was there a picture on the wall?
Nope, just a wall.
It's a magical book. It's invisible,
You could feel something coming from that
possibly.
area, but when you're looking, you're like, well, there's no door, there's no window, there's nothing here on that. But it's definitely something magic on the other, in the wall or somewhere in there.
Am I seeing anything else? Am I
No.
feeling anything else?
No, that definitely magic is coming from that wall. Now you can give me a perception.
Okay.
I'll give you the inspiration.
Thank you, sir.
And then
Perception. Cool, I'm proficient too.
just let me know, and then I'll start looking at the desk for maybe like a
So
secret button or
20.
something.
You gave me. So I get the 8, and then I'm proficient. So I get
Oh, the best.
17, 18, 19, 22.
So you're
Or
kind of
21,
drawn
sorry.
to this magic. So as you approach this wall, you kind of just begin to run your hand across it. And you get right about a little above your head. And you feel like a little weird indentation. And you start sliding your hand down the wall, and you can feel with your fingers, you can push it to something where the wall doesn't seem, it's not completely connected. There's something like a small crevice you can run your fingers through. Then you start scraping it more, and you can see what appears to be like a door rim. You scrub off this plaster type stuff. You're like,
Right.
you start scraping it down. It's the side of a door.
Can I look in the other drawer of the desk and see if there's like a secret button to push to open this door?
That's which door you're looking
The big one that I haven't looked in yet.
at. The long one or one of these 2 small ones? You have 3 drawers in
The
the desk.
long one, the big long one.
You slide it open. You see quills,
Can I look underneath it?
paper. Yeah, give me a perception.
Underneath the perception.
I'll give him inspiration.
$19.
Yeah. Okay. So you look around, and your first instinct is that's underneath the drawer somehow. Nothing there. Then you kind of take this bunch of quills that are banded together, and you kind of move it, and you run your hand along the inside of the drawer, the back, and you feel this little, appears to be a button of some sort. And you push it.
Yep.
And you're standing in front of the door, you almost hear this release as it slides open a little bit. The door, so you can actually pull it open if you choose.
Yep. Pull it open.
Okay.
Let's do it to it.
Well, it's probably about a 5 foot by 5 foot room, filled with a bunch of shit. Some of it might be worth some of it just seems like just weird shit. Like you find defeathered bird carcasses, like he saves really weird shit.
So me.
But you also see again a box about this big.
Mm-hmm.
You see 3 of those kind of stacked. You see some what appears to be a vase, but a very fine, expensive vase. And you see a black satchel bag of sorts, about this big, this wide, kind of tied at the top.
This is the size of a book.
Uh-huh.
So how about me and Oriana rush over there to check out what's going on with this secret door we just popped open.
Yep, you guys all see exactly what I saw.
And then
We walk in, and
You want to,
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that satchel and open it up
look
okay.
inside.
and look inside.
Now, what you find? Are you gonna? It's you can see pages, but you'd actually have to kind of put your hand in it to pull it out. If you
Okay.
want to.
Yep. Pull it
All
out.
right. And you pull out a leather-bound book. On the top of it, on the cover, there's writing that's done in Inferno. Oriana, you're there, correct?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So
You
I
look at it
hold
right
it up.
away?
I hold it up for her to look at.
And it says life, death, recreation.
Is this the book?
Yes, it is.
Give me a Arcana check.
Is 26.
As you read this title, you immediately are freaked out. It is like your immediate gut feeling is this is really bad. This is like even being a magic user yourself. It's like something you would know you don't dealt with. This is dark, very dark, very powerful. And your first inkling is
Bad book.
do
you
not
guys.
open it. Is your first inkling is like do not open it.
So
do
this
not just. But
this
it
is the book, though, right?
It's
All right.
It's
Alright,
a
so
bad
Put it back in and tie it back up.
Don't open it.
Don't
Yeah.
don't put it in the satchel.
Don't.
Why? Why wouldn't I put it in the satchel and just take the whole thing with us?
Because we want to leave the satchel there for when he checks the room and he recognizes a satchel.
Rowan needs to leave a forgery.
Yeah, and we gotta grab another book off one of the library shelves, and we're gonna use the forgery kit to make it look like that book and put it back in the satchel.
Man,
I will. I will say
got
this.
distracted for a while.
Give me a perception. No, on this one, give me investigation.
Okay. Investigation.
Anybody got any extra?
I'm out.
I do, yes.
I do.
Take it from me.
Okay.
24.
Okay. Takes you about. I mean, there's a lot of books, man. You spend about 15, 20 minutes to where you find one where the cover you can mess with. Similar leather bound, similar to where you can attempt to put a false cover on there. So, forgery kit is Dex, I believe, and you will be proficient in it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dex is writing. So, I need a Dex check with proficiency.
Let's check. $21, 24, 28.
So you spend some time. And he kind of shows it, both of you guys, you kind of look at the book again, kind of compare it. And with a quick glance, really good.
All right.
Look at it too long, anybody knows the books is going to know it's a fake. So you bought yourself some time with it, but anybody examines that cover closely.
Yep. So we're gonna put it back in the original satchel that it was in and tie it up and
What
put
kind of satchel do any of us have?
Conceal it or what?
Yeah,
You're not
I don't-
there.
I'm not there.
You're not there,
and you're
hold
not
it
there. So what do you got?
I don't.
She's a me.
I don't really have a satchel.
But we can stick it like
Put it in your clothes.
in our
man.
jack pocket.
Put it in your jacket pocket,
Of course, I could be big and
Or-
be small again and have the book.
That's true.
or
Just big.
She could go full
That's-
size, take the book, and shrink it with her if you wanted to.
Can you fly with it?
It's a little harder to
Yeah.
check
Everything shrinks
fairies'
with you.
contents.
Yeah, do that.
All right, let's do
And
it.
then, and then
And then we'll have the
Either
book.
or I give it to Hedwig and she flies away out the window.
No.
Or you
Oh yeah,
you
Hedwig
guys
was our
need to
original plan.
leave and go rendezvous at the hotel, and we'll meet you back there.
Yeah.
That's what we need to be doing right now.
All right, let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
How about you
guys-
shrink and then you
guys
go out
go.
the window
'Cause
and
me
just
and,
fly back to the
What?
hotel.
Yeah.
Me and Kari still have
And
some.
then the rest of us stay. So
And the
it
rest of
doesn't
us
look
stay
like-
so it doesn't
Smoothing
look
over
too
to do.
suspicious.
Right.
You gone, you're
Because
small.
they won't
I mean, we'll miss you, but
remember that.
Now, this door is still open on this room. that you open that
Okay.
secret door.
All right,
So-
so let's get you ready. You
I
do your
Grab the book and fly
Yep,
off to
and
the
then
hotel.
she flew out the window.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Good.
So now it's just you and me. Let's see if we can get this room back to the way it was.
Yeah, we put it back away and we walk out the door. We lock it with the key back to the way it was locked.
Okay.
And then can we go look down the hall for Conrad's quarters?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you think we're gonna know the difference?
Leave the
Gonna put the
key.
keys.
Let's leave the key in Celine's room.
Oh no, we want to make it look obvious either. And Celine's
No, leave it in
room.
Conrad's room.
Yeah, leave it in Conrad's room.
Yeah.
Or really just leave it like on the floor, like he dropped it.
Yeah.
More accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Just kinda walk
anybody
Because he
who
did
picked it up
storm
off the
out.
floor.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
did.
He
Yeah.
kicked the wall.
That's fine. Yeah, we
All right,
Yeah.
let's go to the bottom of the stairs and just leave it at the bottom of the stairs then.
So you guys make your way downstairs. You guys are in the ballroom with him.
Yeah, I'll kind of present him.
So I appreciate your concern for me.
I was a little worried.
I appreciate that.
It's been a while
Feel
since I've seen a
guilty?
grown man hit the floor like that.
If you like that, we
Well,
can
we
get
all
you
have
into
our moments,
some,
though, don't we?
a little bit more like Amazon
Good
package
party.
thieving or
Would
something.
you mind sharing a cocktail with me?
Not at all.
While they're occupied, I'm gonna go make sure that she cleaned up all of her instrumentations and whatnot.
Okay.
Just tidy
Get your-
up.
Tie your stuff. Okay. So he gets a drink.
We're not having the Schultz stuff anymore. We're having something a little more
It's a regular cocktail.
relaxed.
Some of your
More relaxed.
It appears to be more of like a champagne type of glass.
Why not some of
But he
your
goes,
bro?
To friendship, as he wants to do the arm wrap.
Yeah,
with you.
give it.
Champagne cocktail.
And he does. He drinks. He kind of looks at you as he does. He goes, I could offer employment for you here. You would be well taken care of.
What kind of employment?
You just do what I ask you to do.
It sounds more like slavery.
Yeah, but you're getting paid handsomely.
I do fine. But I appreciate the offer.
Fine, then. I think I'm ready to call it a night and head back up to my room.
I thought we were going to
All
have a
done,
cocktail.
I think we're done here.
Okay.
I think we're done.
Shall I leave this garment at the hotel then when we leave in the
Well,
morning?
you could have it, burn it if you want. I never much cared for it.
You got it. Really?
Madam, I would not give away something I truly love, now would I?
Of course not.
Of course.
Celine, I really must thank you for your hospitality. It's not often that people are kind to me, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm hoping that these two have come and said their goodnights and gotten their
Celine?
stuff. And
Yes.
Do you do brunch here
You mean in my home or in town?
in town at all?
Oh, yes. There's a restaurant across the street from the Hendricks. that you
We
can-
were probably going to have brunch before we left tomorrow, and it would be our honor to take you out tomorrow since you showed us such amazing hospitality today. Would that be something you would agree to before we head out of town tomorrow?
I think that could be. Why, yes. And one moment. He kind of goes behind the bar. Hands a little. It's a pouch of money. He goes, I was going to give this to you for your performance night, but why don't we just say this will pay for lunch?
Wonderful idea. You're a genius among men.
Thank you. Thank you. As he kind of puts in his pocket. So we'd say, I like to sleep in beauty sleep. Noonish?
Noon is perfect. You read my mind.
I probably did. Well, then I'm going to rest for the evening. If you don't mind, you can just show your way out. Oh, but by the way, Conrad, has anybody seen that little pest?
I saw him a little earlier.
He looked a
He
little
wasn't
upset.
too happy.
And he walked out the front door.
He left.
He said goodnight to you in so many words. I assume you get the drift.
Well, he better not have left her with anything more. He shouldn't even have left with the clothes on his back.
I just know he stormed out and was saying some pretty nasty things.
So I will resolve that at a later time.
We don't listen to such hubbub anyway, so
No, of course not. Nothing's going to ring on my parade, correct?
oh, good. Well, we will see you tomorrow at noon, correct?
Yes, you will.
All right. Good night.
Good night, as he kind of makes his way off.
Do rest well.
Always do. Well, and he exits out.
And
I
we'll
can see
exit
now,
out.
looking in this place, people just are crashed out everywhere. I mean, it's pretty bad. It looks like
So
into Woodstock or something.
We
People are
call a
just
carriage
flying
lift,
everywhere.
and
Right? A carriage lift.
So you guys,
we head back to the hotel.
Back
That's
to
it.
the
Head back to the
Hendricks.
hotel.
okay. So as you guys exit the front door, open it up. Two guards standing there. You wouldn't happen to know what the situation was, Conrad, do you? I found his keys at the bottom of the stairs over here.
I believe he quit.
Oh, you can quit your own father. That's new one.
Is this the first time?
Let's be honest.
His daughter did this years ago, and
What kind of
so he
runs?
thought he could
Kind of runs.
buy
the
her
family.
back with the hotel, and that didn't work out so well. And Celine's a funny guy.
Yes, indeed.
Well, if you do happen to see him, do send him back. Tell him Ray
Right?
wishes to speak to him. Yes,
All right.
that's fine.
But you have his keys, correct?
Yeah, I found him on the floor. They're quite strange.
Make sure you get him back to him.
We'll keep our eyes out because perhaps we went to go see his sister. That's where we're
And
heading
that's
right
where we're
now.
heading.
Well, do please tell him take the night, but do come back and speak to me, Mom.
Okay.
You guys kind of take off.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the taxi's been waiting there for you the whole time. You get back into it, head back to the hotel, walk in the front door, and there is Conrad
Oh.
leaning on his sister's shoulder, basically, and she's saying, I know, Conrad, I know. And she goes up,
Let's just walk right
Actually,
past him and go to the room.
Conrad, I know
Motivator.
you're having a moment, and your father is a dick. But Ray said, please take the night, but he would like to see you in the morning if possible.
I'll go speak to Ray. I will all speak to him.
I'd love to have a drink if you want to stay up and have a drink to.
I'd actually
Okay.
like to get this off.
Oh,
So
would you like to have a drink with me?
Do
Chris?
forgive me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely,
let's have a drink to cap off the evening.
So you guys
Oh
making
my
your own drink in your room, or are you
such
going to a
bad.
place?
We have to
Is
go to
there?
the
Oh, there's
bar.
no bar there.
It's
No,
separate.
no,
Across
it's
street.
separate.
Across
street.
You have to go to
Oh.
the bar.
no bar.
Oh, all right. Well,
Well,
I have some liquor in
yeah.
my room. Let's
We
go
have
in
an
there.
alchemy jug.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure, we
in
can make any booze we
Rowan
want.
and I's room already with the book.
Yeah, you have the book. You're changing, so
Yeah.
you guys are getting drunk,
Yep.
and that's
Why
when we'll
not?
take a break.
Okay.
Celebratory drink time.
All right.
Woo!
We made it out of there, so
Oh my God.
might as well celebrate it.
Okay, so where we left off, you guys getting drunk.
Yeah.
Kind of a celebration of your success.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
You guys drink.
Can't cheers, I'm not there.
No, you're not. Aren't you there with him?
No, she's at.
Oh,
she's
you
in
said
the room.
8 times.
So we just
outside
have
the room.
like a couple, and then we
Yeah.
say, hey, it's late. Let's get back to the rooms.
So you guys rest.
Yeah.
Um,
Kari's not there either.
You wake
She took
up.
her outfit off.
Burn
you.
it.
Who's rooming together again, or you all got separate rooms?
We're
I'm
rooms together.
in Rowan's room.
Okay.
And the rest
And
of
then we
us
all
are
got
alone.
separate rooms.
Oh boy. He's got something that's
I would have
Okay.
had Luna sleeping across
Right.
the door.
Okay. You. Oh, yeah. Wake
Yeah.
up to a knock on the door. Miss, it's Blanche, the girl that checked you in the room.
Okay.
And she just looks. What happened? The sheriff just came. They arrested Conrad.
For what?
They say he took something. They found his keys on the ground, and it seemed peculiar in that he left angry and with a grudge. And so Ray, it's always when keys are found, it's always you always check. You know, my father's very protective of his things, so they checked the study. They said
They said what? They said what,
that he
Blanche?
took something very valuable.
Like what?
Like,
I don't know. They won't tell me. The sheriff wants to speak to people who were there at the party. They're going to be speaking to you shortly to see what you know about this situation. They've arrested Conrad. He's just a kid. I feel like my father set him up. He's always trying to prove a point.
He's a very interesting character, your father.
Oh, the sheriff is downstairs.
I'll be right down. Let me
He
get
wishes
changed.
to speak to you individually.
Okay, I'll get changed right now, and I'll be right down.
So you get ready. Do you notify them? Do the earrings? We could say you guys kind of heard what was going on anyways.
So now it's time to call Headwing down to take the book and fly off with it.
So,
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
it's like this big.
Which is
right now.
good for him to carry.
yes.
All right.
so he'd carry it.
Tie it to him.
Yep.
So it doesn't get lost.
Yes. Attach it to him. To a claw.
Does,
to a
does
foot.
Headwing know where where the tavern at Waterdeep
That's
is?
kind of far, isn't it?
That's kind of far. I will say, give me
What
an
about
animal
that-
handling check with that one.
What if Hedwig just stays on top of the hotel? Just knows when we're back or whatever. It senses you, right?
That's true.
Don't have to go anywhere. No one's gonna search now.
Natural 20
Nice.
plus 6 plus
Natural
3
20.
Plus
good
the
enough.
things.
plus all the stuff.
So you want to attempt to send him?
All the way back to the tavern.
Wow.
It's hard.
Well, you can try. You can.
Natural 20. You're able to communicate home to him. He
Okay.
understands home. You trained him in Waterdeep. No, if you want to take that call and send him on his way,
Let's do it.
I'll allow it.
Let's give it a shot. So the book is like tie it to her little talon, and I give her a little kiss and send her out the window.
Okay, so she takes off the window. Now you make your way downstairs.
Yep.
Make your way down. You see a gentleman, very finely dressed, very little armor, long kind of gray white mustache. He comes down this way, white hair, kind of sitting, cigar. So you must be Leo.
I am.
Didn't mean to cause any frustration to your morning, but I just have a
Oh
couple
no,
questions.
you're fine. Ask away. I heard that something horrible had happened at Celine's home last night. And
A theft. Let's just say this. Conrad just wasn't very good at understanding how to properly. His father's very meticulous. He has things for a certain reason. And the scraping of the opening of a certain door, there's very few people that knew that door existed, his son being one of them.
door?
It's where this possession was taken from.
Well, I didn't leave the ballroom, so I have.
No, I just want to ask you about Conrad's behavior.
Oh, okay, of course.
Some witnesses I've already talked to said he was quite drunk, quite belligerent.
He seemed
screaming about his father, not using the best terms when he talked about his father. And to me, you have to understand, I've been the sheriff a long time here, and to me, the keys on the ground showed me someone leaving in a hurry and didn't realize they dropped them when they were making their exit. I spoke to the guards that were watching the door, and they even said he left in quite a hurry. Didn't say too much as he made his way out. So I just want to know what you've seen.
He didn't seem belligerent. He just seemed upset. Like he wasn't drunk.
So he was upset.
He was upset about something.
So upset enough to do something that he's being accused of. It.
Not necessarily. People get upset for lots of different reasons. I don't know why he was upset, so I couldn't tell you if he did or didn't do anything, but he was upset about something the last time that I saw him.
That's a cigar, wasn't it? Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Who else did you want to speak with?
I want to speak to each one of your traveling companions.
Who would you like me to bring to you next?
The one-eyed man, I believe his name is Rufus.
Rufus, yes, Rufus, yes.
Yeah, for selling us out.
So,
Maybe he was gonna leave.
So
Who would you like to speak to next?
Oh, yeah.
So you
Yeah,
Get him for you.
Oh yeah, because that wouldn't be suspicious if I was
We
like, he's
only want to be
gone.
helpful.
I'm just kidding.
So you get Rufus.
Yes.
The more helpful the
So Rufus, you make your way downstairs.
Just say nothing.
Interesting.
As now you can see
Am I
this
done
gentleman. She described him enough, but he is standing outside the
Done.
doors now. Standing in the cool morning weather. Jacket pull up around him. Wears a hat very similar to yours, more of a type of Western hat, like I said, the long white mustache. So he scars back to you. He turns around and says,
I understand you have some questions.
yes, it's just procedure.
Would you mind if we did it over at the tavern so we get some coffee?
We could do that. If you'd be willing to walk back across and gather your next companion after I'm done with you.
Sure. Gotta come back anyway. I mean, it's just right there.
So you guys walk across the street. Just a side note, you haven't been to this tavern yet?
Okay.
You look in there, you're almost jealous since you're like, dude, I want to do this. This is the
It's a
shit.
nice tavern.
This is great.
Sure,
I
I
mean,
mean, I thought we said something like that last time. Oh, I gotta do this to my place.
no, that was for the
somewhere
hotel.
else.
You were making a
It
second
was the
floor.
hotel room.
Hotel that we're
With
at.
the
Yeah.
bathrooms
Yes.
right in the room.
So this is like, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. I like what
You
you
guys-
did here.
So coffee, or are you more of a whiskey guy?
Coffee's fine.
Maybe
I'm
coffee
more of a
with
whiskey guy. As he gets a shot there and you get your coffee. By the way, great coffee too. Just everything about it's great. Service very nicely dressed.
Is it really that good? All right, I'll take some coffee for my whiskey. Some whiskey for my coffee. However you like it.
Irish coffee.
So again, as I was speaking to your friend, Leah,
Yes, later.
tell me, did you notice anything, any abrupt behavior from Conrad last night?
Abrupt. It's hard to say. I've only just met the guy last night. Didn't really properly meet him. Just saw him on his way out.
What would you consider his temperance? That
Seemed
normal?
upset. Seemed particularly upset at his father. About what? I don't know.
Well, so you know, he has been arrested for suspicion of theft. His keys were found near the exit of the home. And like I told you, friend, I've done this a long time, and that shows me possibly someone trying to leave in a hurry, not realizing they dropped something, trying to get out as quick as they can. Did you
I don't know.
notice him leaving the ballroom anytime, coming and leaving
Sacrifice
quickly?
Salem.
Anything
Let's
like
get
I
that?
didn't see him come and go. I just saw him make his exit.
Excellent.
Witch trials.
And by the way, what exactly brought you guys here?
Honestly, we were just passing through. We were delivery people. We had a delivery for Celine for his ball. We made a good and rough impression that he invited us to that ball.
Yeah, it's quite unusual, personally. Who exactly were you hired by to deliver this, if you don't mind me asking?
The LOA.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Well, thank you. Well, you wouldn't mind grabbing Rowan, I believe?
Sure.
So, come to get you.
Yep.
Are brings you across. And again, you walk this tavern, and first thing you think is, man, I had this Rufus do this. This is great. This is awesome. I mean, so you sit down, again, you see this gentleman, Rowan, huh?
Yes.
So before we start on the topic I actually want to speak to you about, I just have a question. What exactly is it you do for a living?
I'm a traveler, delivery man.
Only because, I've been doing this a long time. You hear rumors of things, and certain people earn names doing certain things. And so I just want to, just curiosity. So anyways, about Conrad. Notice anything odd about him last night?
I didn't. I was having a blast at the party, and I didn't even see anything go down.
From what I understand, asking guests, they said you kind of left during a great performance, people floating or something. They said you were witness leaving the ballroom.
Oh, I just had to go to the bathroom real quick, but I was there shortly after.
There's a bathroom in the ballroom.
Oh yeah, there was one right in the hallway next to the kitchen too.
Okay. But otherwise, nothing out of the ordinary that you'd wish to tell me?
I didn't see anything. I must have been in the kitchen when this all happened.
Must have been. Well, if you can gather Kari, I believe, the half-orc.
Kari,
Wow.
the sheriff wants to see you.
So, you make your way again across here, too. Same thing. I keep doing this tavern thing, but you're like, oh my god, this is awesome.
This place
The
is
fact that you just kind of sit here just looking around, he's like,
gorgeous.
it is, isn't it?
It is. Quite. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Good. I just have a few questions. First, a little off the subject.
Sir.
I understand that Mr. Celine, he got a little ill last night.
Quite ill. It was rather embarrassing, I would assume, on his part.
And I believe other witnesses I speak to, they saw you enter back into a ballroom with Conrad.
I went to lay down, and after imbibing that horrid alcohol, and realized that Celine had probably had too much, and I grabbed Conrad on my way back. Decided to go with, see if I could help.
No, but is it magic of them? How would you know he's had too much?
No, I was with him when we were drinking. I was feeling ill,
And then you left.
and came
So
back.
how did Conrad come into the picture coming back with you?
I
If you don't mind me asking.
grabbed him. Figured, he might want to check on Celine.
Well, out of everybody I spoke to, it seems like you spent the most time with Conrad.
I
So if
did.
we can go over a little
He's
more
quite
details. with
lovely.
him. Was he saying anything in particular to you that you found to be upsetting? Anything that would set off an alarm bells, possibly, that perhaps you should speak to somebody with his behavior? Or
He's an. Can we speak freely?
I thought we were.
He's an ass.
Conrad?
No. Celine. He called poor Conrad stupid. And all Conrad ever wanted to
Caught
do.
doing this and leaving keys behind is kind of stupid, isn't
What
it?
did he do?
All his keys were found near the exit and entrance of the home on the ground. He left very quickly, was being quite rude to everybody, and something of very valuable came on the scene.
Oh.
And he's already been arrested for this. We're just basically trying to button up loose ends, and then we'll carry through with the proper punishment for that.
Here's the thing. Conrad and I helped Celine up to his room. I sent Conrad back down for more alcohol because when I placed Celine in his bed, he woke back up and wanted more to drink. So when
So you have no idea of Conrad's whereabouts during that time?
after
right?
that, no, because he never came back to me. Rufus brought the alcohol to me. He said Conrad had left. So
So Rufus came up to the room then.
he just handed me the alcohol and went back downstairs, as far as I know.
So why
To
did
wait
Conrad send
Celine's
Rufus?
return. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is Conrad had left. When Rufus handed me the alcohol, he said Conrad bugged out.
Okay. Well, that'll be enough. I believe there's one more I need to speak to.
Sure.
The little one.
Okay. Do you have something to hear her with? She's kind of hard to hear.
Well, I know a little bit about the species. I'm sure she could do something to accommodate so I can hear her clearly.
Okay.
So, you come across here flying. You're like, whoa, tavern's awesome. Anyway, so you settle in front of him, fluttering around. He goes, I'm well aware of your ability to change size. So if you'd be so kind to go to full form so I can speak to you and hear you correctly. I'm an old man.
But might I just show you what I was doing last night?
He goes, what? He takes out this horn thing. I can't. That's
Excuse
what I'm
me,
explaining.
barkeep, can I get a whiskey?
Barkeep sits a whiskey there.
Two
So-
whiskeys.
Yes.
2 whiskeys. Yeah.
So I jump in line and
Frolic
jump
around.
back, frolic around and jump back out. And this is what I was doing all night. It was so fun.
Okay, enough with the carnival sideshow routine. Can we just please, full size so I can speak with you?
Oh. I can't. I can only do this twice a day.
Fine. As he holds that horn, kind of hearing thing. Conrad last night, did you notice any odd behavior?
Oh, actually, I've never really seen him because I was in this amazing liquor most of the night.
So did you take
In
that
the
liquor
glass.
with you when you went into the hallway with your friend Rome? Because you were also seen leaving with him.
Oh, I was just making sure he knew where the restroom was, and then I came back.
Right. About what time did you leave the party?
Oh, fairies don't keep time. I'm sorry.
He kind of leans back and cracks his neck a little bit. I'm going to need a direct answer from you. So let's start over again.
Oh, I really don't know
You
because
weren't
I was
jumping
in
in
the
glasses all night.
in the
You were
drink. I'm
seen
so
leaving
sorry.
in the hallway with your friend Rowan. And as far as I can tell, witnesses didn't really see you come back in again for quite some time.
Oh, well, that's because I decided to leave and just go rest because too much liquor.
Where did you rest? If you don't mind
Oh,
asking.
back in my room. I just went back.
So you flew all the way back
I
to
did.
here?
Yes.
So that's why you were part last night leaving when the guards, Ray, said goodbye to all of you.
Pardon?
She wasn't with us. Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, got it. No, I actually didn't hear what you just said. Seriously.
Because that'll be
like
enough.
out of game. I didn't hear what you said.
I have all the information I need to know. You could tell your friends I thank them and that you helped seal any doubts I had of Conrad's wrongdoing. Now we just need to locate this possession. But I'm sure his father will make sure he speaks and make sure he talks. So we're good here. As it kind of leaves out. And as you guys are all there,
Are we all good with Raven and innocent man?
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
you guys are back to where Blanche is
Throw him under
just,
the bus.
Blanche is just in tears.
Oh.
So what'd you tell them? Is,
All right,
are they gonna
nice.
release
Stephen
him?
Avery.
Oh, boy.
Are they gonna release Conrad?
I'm so sorry.
But you don't understand what they. You don't know what they're gonna do to make him talk. And if he didn't do this,
No.
there was other whatever was stolen. Either my father is saying it was stolen, or somebody else is responsible for this. This is not my brother. The public embarrassment. He will be tortured in public to make sure his crimes aren't committed again.
Might I ask, what was he doing talking to you last night when we came here? What is it that he was so upset about?
My father can be very demeaning and very
Yeah, we all
tell you
got
how
that.
much you're not worth. And after I left, he was left all by himself to take the full blunt, the full hits, the full power of my father's abuse. And
Why doesn't he just leave?
he did. He finally had the courage last night, and this morning he's arrested and will probably not see freedom.
Does look kind of guilty on his part, leaving like that.
Because
And he dropped keys, it sounds like. We heard that they found keys, and that was why.
he swears he don't remember. He swears that the keys were there, then they weren't, and he don't remember dropping them on the ground.
What is the law of this land? What happens to him?
First thing will be public humility. We're in the center of town. They make a spectacle of him. And he could speak the truth and ask to be forgiven, or they will just continue.
For what? Forever?
until they break him. And then he'll just be thrown into the small little cell, and that is it. My father doesn't take kindly to
So
fever
he'll be thrown in the cell for how long?
until my father wants him released.
Okay.
Do you know what it is that they
Thank
even...
you for trying. Thank you for trying to tell. I'm glad you were willing to do that. You didn't have to do that. And I do want to thank you for that.
Of course we did.
We're talking to the sheriff?
We don't
Yeah,
want
we
to see an
did have to
innocent
do that.
man framed for no
That
reason.
was pretty required.
He seems like your
Talk to
brother
the sheriff.
seems lovely.
Well, you said you just met him, right?
Yes, but
So
it doesn't seem
what
like...
makes you think? Who do you think would frame him? Did you see any weird behavior from anybody else? Anybody you can think of?
Everybody was pretty rip roaring drunk last night.
Was it
Barbara.
possible your father just hates him that much? Maybe he didn't have anything stolen at all. Maybe your father's just a really bad man. And maybe he shouldn't be in power anymore.
I want you all to give me performance rolls.
Fucking hell.
Maybe we should sign a petition.
Okay.
22.
Good
9.
performance, yeah. 11.
17.
10. It's a good thing I don't talk much.
I do appreciate it. I think I'm gonna go speak to the sheriff to see if we could do something. Just a little time for me to figure out what's happening. Maybe I could speak to my father. Maybe I can do something with this. I assume you guys will be checking out today.
Yeah, just after
What time is
brunch.
checkout?
It's about normal times here. It's about 9:30 in the morning right now, so you got about an hour and a half or so before you leave.
Oh,
We're supposed to have
I know. I
brunch.
mean, before you exit the room.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have brunch tomorrow, in an hour or so with your father.
Is there anything we can do, or you can come back to us with to maybe
You
help?
could convince him to not do this to my brother or his son.
I will try my best to convince your father.
Do you think you could come meet us there to help our case along?
It's probably best I don't. It'll only infuriate him more. I'm surprised I wasn't arrested too, because after all, he did come here. I'm quite confused by that. I mean, I was asked if he came with anything, and he didn't. It was just the clothes he had on. There was nothing. Why, thank you. She kind of just tends to another customer as they come in. So you guys check out,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you go to meet Celine, correct?
Yep.
Okay, that's right across the street. You walk in, tavern, nice dining area. You see Celine looking not too happy, sitting at one of the larger tables in the northern end of the
I'm surprised.
restaurant area.
Showed up.
Guys, stand up, please. Come.
As we're walking over, I'm going to place my hand on Leah's shoulder and gently cast guidance. You can add a d4 to any of your rolls.
Checks and stuff.
Any of your, hold on. D4.
one
to an
more.
ability check.
Yeah, so any
To-
ability
to
check that
one
they come
ability
up,
check.
you get to add a d4
Just
to
in
that.
case.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay. Why'd you pick me?
You're special.
Because you've got the gift of gab.
So you guys
He
all
likes you.
make around table as Celine. So I suppose the sheriff has spoken to you about the situation.
He did.
We did, but
Indeed.
I still don't think we understand it fully.
Something very precious, and let's say something that should not be in the hands of people was taken. My son was very aware of the room, my study, and after all, the keys being left behind, him leaving in such a hurry, his behavior, his stupidity. He's the only one who would be so stupid to do that. Did you notice anything?
Well, I don't know what makes you think he's so unintelligent.
You could
Because
leave
he,
keys behind, Rowan, just sitting there.
and what he took, he does not understand. No understanding.
Now, forgive me for prying, but I know he's your son. Is this the only other set of keys to this said room? Yourself, I would assume, has a set of
My
keys.
son's employment was to take care of me, to clean my study, to make sure everything was up to par. Yes, my guards do not come in my bedroom, nor my study. That was his one and only job, and he took advantage of me. And took something he doesn't even understand. He just takes a drink.
Celine,
Yes,
were you kind to your son?
that's neither here nor there. And it's also none of your business.
I believe it is quite here and there. Were you kind?
Our relationship is of no concern to you. What should be your concern is you should be glad that he didn't try to set somebody else up for his crimes. At least he's been caught, and it will be handled.
You have to be pretty intelligent to do that.
Which, yes, he's not. And you guys, they bring food over. Nice food. Eat. You have a long travel ahead of you,
Yes, we do.
and you should not be burdened with my family affairs nor the
I'm
laws of this town.
as messily and orkishly as I can manage. I'm gonna make the biggest mess of this plate in front of me.
Okay, Alex, over you go, son. I love the natural instinct,
Uh-huh.
the animal in you. Eat away.
Be lucky I don't pee on your leg.
So you guys kind of hang with him as he, you watch a guard come in, kind of whisper in his ear, and he goes, "Okay then. I suggest you all might want to finish your meals and head on your way."
Celine, one more bit of advice or thought to leave you with. He is your son, and nobody is perfect, and everybody makes mistakes. Try not to judge him too harshly for his transgression if he is in fact guilty of it, which you don't have any firm evidence besides the fact that he left a key that he is in fact guilty. You didn't find whatever it is you're looking for in his possession, did you?
No. Which worries me more.
Maybe he'd be more valuable if he could help you find it. If he knows where it's at.
Maybe he could help you find it.
Perhaps a little more insistent, be a little more persistent with the questioning of him. I'm sure, yes, perhaps give me a deception.
Had a D4. What?
I was going to say perhaps
guilty
we
as hell.
could.
Oh, and
Wow.
inspiration
Let's get
too.
double dip wrapped up.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
Play both
All right,
sides.
so
Do an inspiration
20.
too. Do an 8
A
too.
4 and an 8.
And an 8.
an 8 and a 4, because you gave me a 4.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus.
mhm.
Maybe I am chatty.
Maybe I'm chatty.
4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14.
I will take your advice. But
Maybe
first,
do Joey's and say, hey,
you
well, if
must
it really is dumb,
face
then maybe we can
the
find
town
it for you.
embarrassment. But for you, Leah, we'll go light on it.
Thank you, sir.
Now, as far as this ale, if I in the future want to perhaps have business with your establishment, I can contact you directly at your tavern.
Yeah, I'll write down like the address if there is such a thing for Waterdeep.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Our-
there's address
our-
cards, yeah.
You took
Can
your
I take you?
feather pin and stuck it in some ink.
Yes.
Quill.
Thank you. And like I said, unless you want to witness what happens to people that break the law, or even suspected of it, I would leave, unless you want to see it. Perhaps it might be an education, something could be implemented in Waterdeep.
I think we'll be on that.
Well, fair enough then. Let's see. I must go now. And as he exits the table, you kind of watch him go outside, and you see from your vantage point, looking out, it just looks like a stone thing that sits up in the center of town. And you see Conrad being brought up there. And you see they sit him on a single chair. And they just start kicking the shit out of him. The guards punch here, punch there. They kick the chair and it tips over to the side. And all these people are gathered around, townspeople, sometimes cheering and laughing as they make a clown of him. As you're walking out, one of them is just standing there pissing on him. And he just, stop. And they got him tied. And he's screaming and crying as you guys just kind of exit past him. And you see Celine standing.
Hold on, wait.
We have to get out. We have to.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Waiting.
While she's looking, you see the sister standing very front by it.
You
just
can use,
sobbing.
you can use
Celine
vicious
standing on the
mockery
pedestal
and
behind
just let the crowd just lay
Watching
into him ever so much more so that we can make it even easier exit.
Rowan!
Well, what do you have? You don't have anything, do
Don't
you?
got anything.
I don't got nothing. Damn it.
I at least want to cast dancing lights.
Can we all just hope that they're not gonna
Over
kill
in a
him
different
right now,
direction,
and then we can
so
hold
all
that
these
hope
people
for
are,
another
like,
time?
staring
Yeah, we'll
at
save
him.
him. We'll save
So
him.
like
Okay, so you throw
their
Down
gaze
tomorrow,
goes
yeah.
somewhere
Tomorrow,
else
yeah.
instead of
you throw dancing lights
Another
up
day,
where you
another
see people kind of looking, and you can see he kind of looks at it for a moment. When Conrad looks at it, you
Just
see he
stops.
almost is like,
Feeling the pain.
no, he kind of,
Oh shit.
it gives him thought for a moment as they just clobber him again. He does it. You guys push through, and then you hear as you're exiting past it, enough. As you watch Celine from the back, enough. Now I will speak to the prisoner in
Where's our
private.
carriage?
You guys are getting in the carriage as you
Okay.
hear that voice rattle out.
I'm
You
gonna
watch as they untie his son Conrad, and he just lumps. Guards kind of pull him off the thing. His legs is dragging behind him as Celine walks down behind him and enter what appears to be the sheriff's building.
Okay.
And the crowd dissipates.
I'm gonna take the helm for the horses and just walk them casually.
Okay, so slowly out of town.
Yes.
Okay, so you make it to the gates where the two guards standing. Did you enjoy your time in Mirabar?
Quite an education.
A little bit more eventful than I usually like.
Come back again if you be welcome. As they open the gates and you guys trot out of town, you watch as the gates close behind you, and we cut screen.
Sorry, Conrad.
Gonna. Shit.
What?
Next week.
I had nothing.
We'll start next week.
Okay.
You guys are just gonna be right out of town. The gates
I
just
had
close behind you.
nothing. I was trying. I was trying to save him.
And keep in
I
mind,
just
guys,
wanted to make
you
it so
left.
everybody wasn't
You left.
like making
where we're
fun
gonna
of
pick
him
up
so
from.
much.
The gates are
Looking
just
at
still
something.
right there behind you. The gates just closed, and that's it. So
You make him think.
So the gates just closed. We just
You can-
are on
you
the
are
other
just
side.
outside the city. Yep, you are just right there. Like I said, that's where we'll cut screen.
I'm
Cool.
worried.
I'm not. Okay. Polar Bear may go save Conrad.
And you do have the book in your possession. Your owl
The
is
owl's
in
flying it
flight
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
to
Water deep.
Cool.
Yep. We don't
Okay, guys.
even if they had searched us, we wouldn't have had anything anyway.
No.
True.
Good game, guys.
Didn't
We
matter
did
much
make a
for,
few.
poor
We did make a
Conrad,
few
but,
clumsy mistakes. Where if we do another heist at some
Oh,
time,
real quick,
Yes.
what's your alignment?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chaotic good.
Now you're just chaotic
Neutral.
neutral. What's your alignment?
I'm,
What do you
I'm
mean
okay
my
with that.
It says it on the top. Neutral good.
We're not the
Neutral
best
good?
people
You're
anymore.
now neutral.
Yeah.
Straight
You've
neutral.
lost your good.
Not you're good, you didn't lose your good. It's just you
I
guys did
see.
something. Yeah, you can get your good back.
We've
Whereas right now it's
shifted. We've
neutral.
shifted our
You're still the same character.
personalities a little bit.
Lacey, you're still playing the same person. It's just that decision changed you guys a little
I
bit.
was neutral to start.
You were neutral. Now you're chaotic neutral.
Cool.
What are you?
Let's go knock on some
Good.
doors.
Neutral good or just
Chaotic.
good?
I need
Chaotic
to see
good?
manager.
Chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
was I the only neutral good here?
Yeah.
Neutral. Just straight
Jesus.
chaotic. No, you're gonna have to go.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
We're getting gangster.
We have a chaotic evil druid, everyone.
It gives you a different way to play for a little bit.
Oh,
so you get
yes,
that thing
it
down.
does.
I don't think anyone's good anymore, right? Like,
No.
I'm just neutral
or
now.
neutral or chaotic.
And if you look in the book, it's not the
And
end
then
of the
you
world.
got
The
me.
one that's going to be the most
No, what we just did pretty
is
much
gonna be
makes the chaotic.
evil is going to be the one that's going to be a little different.
Sometimes we
I'm
do
gonna be a
things for
pain
the
in the
right reasons.
ass.
Sometimes we do it to save our own ass.
It gives you different
That
Well,
was
we're
just
supposed to go, oh yeah, we took the book, so we can all fucking go to prison.
No.
I had a much longer plan. It was going to be like run a smear campaign on Celine, get him out of power, then free Conrad. It'd take a long time. Sorry, Conrad, I got other things to do.
Yes.
And you guys, like I said, you're right outside the gate. So if you have a change of heart or whatever, when we start next Sunday, we continue. We're continuing right there. But
We'll
yeah,
decide-
you're all a little
we'll
bit
decide that next
tainted
week
now, just a
on
little bit.
Conrad's hitch.
Sometimes it just has to.
Yeah, the job does
It
it to you
has to be
sometimes.
We weren't gonna
The
get that
less-
far last week anyway.
No, you guys did great. You guys did.
No.
It was awesome.
We did exactly how it worked out. And that's the point of Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah,
It's
and
just-
it was cool
works
to give you
out
guys
the
a
way
little
it works
bit-
out.
You don't want alignment to rule you, but just know now, you're not always like what you just did here.
Yeah, it
The
wasn't.
righteous thing might not going to be the thing you do anymore. You're going to sit more neutral, to where you're going to go. You know what? Shit has to burn sometimes.
So now I'm just
Sometimes-
neutral because I was the only good person actually.
Neutral, good. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer
You were
was
the
neutral.
only good one to
Jennifer
start.
was neutral good too.
No, I was chaotic.
Chaotic. Good.
Chaotic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you were the only fundamental one to set.
Oh Jesus! Now I'm just neutral. Damn it!
Now it means you do what you have to do.
Neutrals,
Not in a
you
bad
can
way,
be
not
either
in
good or
evil,
bad. You
not
can still
just
push your
middle of the
character
fence.
the way you
Yeah.
want to go.
Now I need to go back to being neutral good.
Well, then
It can happen.
you make more good decisions, and then you become neutral good again.
It can happen.
All right.
I
That's how
mean,
you do it.
All right.
yeah, it's not the end of the world. It just it'll give you guys a little flavor to mess with too, especially with you going chaotic evil. That's
Oh
gonna, that's gonna be
yeah,
interesting for a
burns the
while.
ground.
I guess I could have
Have
All right,
fun.
episode 1,
cast
internet
some
in the books.
spell and save it,
Yeah.
but